Imagine a gray autumn day. You're hurrying down the street when suddenly you notice a skinny cat trembling under a bench, staring at you with hungry eyes. Most people will just walk by, but someone stops. They take out some food, gently place it down, and quietly say, "Hold on, little one." Why do some people walk past indifferently, while others spend their time, money, and energy every single day on those who will never say thank you? Today we're going to talk about the psychology of people who regularly feed stray animals. Behind this isn't just kindness, it's an entire special structure of personality. The first and most important thing is highly developed unconditional empathy. These people feel others' pain very sharply, even if it's the pain of an animal. Their mirror neurons are more active. When they see a hungry kitten, for a second they almost feel that hunger and cold themselves. They don't need gratitude. They help simply because they cannot walk past. The second important trait is a strong sensitivity to injustice. For these people, a homeless dog is not just a street animal. It is a living being who is not guilty of being abandoned. They react very sharply to abandonment, to helplessness, and to suffering. The third trait is expanded attention. Unlike most people who live inside their own bubble of phones and daily tasks, these individuals notice the details. That cat over there is limping. This dog's fur is matted. And that kitten is too weak to fight for food. They see the world as a whole and feel deeply everything that's happening around them. The fourth trait is inner independence. Feeding stray animals often means going against the opinions of others. "Why are you doing this? You'd better help people. You're just helping them multiply." But these people don't need social approval. They have their own inner compass. They decide for themselves what is right. The fifth trait is acceptance of vulnerability. They are not afraid to acknowledge that life is fragile. When they feed a homeless animal, it's as if they're saying, "I see your pain, and I will not turn away." Why exactly do animals trigger such a strong reaction in them? First, animals offer a pure, unconditional connection. They don't judge, they don't betray, they don't manipulate. When a cat purrs or a dog wags its tail, the person feels needed and important. For those who have often been disappointed in human relationships, this becomes real comfort. Second, it's a way to cope with their own helplessness. The world is huge and cruel. Global problems seem overwhelming, but feeding one cat is a concrete, measurable act of good. These small actions bring back a sense of meaning and control. Third, many of them had a deep bond with their own pets in the past. They begin to see every street animal as a potential friend who simply didn't get lucky. But every medal has a flip side. Many feeders face compassion fatigue. They see too much pain, hunger, disease, human cruelty, freezing winter cold. Some admit they feed the animals and cry from helplessness. Sometimes a strong focus on animals can become a way to avoid complicated human relationships. Animals are safe. They won't abandon you and won't judge you. That's why it's important to keep balance and not hide behind helping animals from your own problems. Another common inner conflict is the one between heart and mind. You want to feed everyone right now, but your mind reminds you, without sterilization, the population only grows. The most mature feeders eventually move from simple feeding to a more responsible approach: sterilization, finding homes, and helping shelters. So what does this behavior give these people? The positive effects are significant: a stronger sense of meaning in life, reduced stress, the release of oxytocin, the cuddle hormone, and the development of empathy that later spreads to people as well. To avoid burnout, psychologists recommend help systematically, not chaotically. Find like-minded people. Take care of yourself. Rest, sleep well, and sometimes allow yourself a day without animals. Move from pure emotions to rational actions, because sterilization works far more effectively. People who feed stray animals are not naive dreamers and not crazy people with bags. They are people with rare qualities: high empathy, inner freedom, deep sensitivity to others' pain, and the courage to act against the opinion of the majority. They remind all of us of a simple but important truth. Kindness doesn't have to be grand. Sometimes it's enough just to stop and share what you have: one packet of food, one bowl of water, 1 minute of attention. And in this small act lies great power, a power that makes the world at least a little softer and more humane. If you recognize yourself in this description, you are not alone. Your actions matter, even if today you helped just one little kitten. Thank you for listening. If you have your own story, please share it in the comments. Let's support each other in this quiet and important mission. Take care of yourself and of those around you, whether they walk on 4 paws or 2.